this is kind of a long. I pulled this up. So Chateau's idea: sluts, while possessing pasts spattered with cumshots of multiple lovers, are not less discriminating than saints. Betas thinking that all they have to do is hone in on sluts for the easy kill are in for a rude surprise. Sluts want to be properly gamed by alpha males just as much as good girls. The difference is that sluts will sleep with more alphas and will jump into bed quicker with them than will good girls. They just have a higher number. Their bar to entry is just a little bit lower. No girl wants to be labeled a slut, even if she co-opts the term for herself in a vain attempt to defang it, which is why women lie about their past number of partners. Women know deep down that being less slutty means better treatment from men. This is that whole body count thing, and women get upset. And this is, at the end of the day, what Chateau's trying to convey here is that betas are still going to get ignored by even slutty women. Slutty women just happen to ID the alphas probably a little bit better than your average girl, and they'll sleep with him faster. So their numbers just go up more quickly. Their barrier to entry is a little bit lower. What they're looking for is no different than your girl looking for an MRS degree to a certain extent. There's just a quicker reaction, and there's probably more turnover. But a guy had a pretty interesting comment in here. Jordan mentioned, he goes, I was dating a girl briefly who I discovered had herpes, was briefly fucking another dude who lived in the same building as us before breaking it off with him, and fucked 4 dudes while on a 10-day vacation. I called her a whore and she went psychotic. So let's just focus in on this. She was banging him and another guy in the building. This is normal. This, and kind of like we always say, assume she's a slut. You will rarely be disappointed. So you should assume what this guy's describing is normal girl behavior. They're banging more guys than they count and that you'll ever know about. He just happened to find out. And like the 4 guys on vacation, what do we always say? Girls, as soon as they step on a plane, it's on. None of these guys counted because they're on vacation. And a girl will have certain periods where she'll bang a lot of men in a short amount of time. Again, none of them count to her in her total count. After a breakup, briefly after a divorce, when they're traveling, it's like a girl that says, I backpacked through Europe for 3 months. You're like, holy shit. Now other guys go, oh, that's interesting. Have you ever been to Spain? But we know in the back of our mind, we're like, oh, okay, that's a lot of dick. So because of the things that we know, this is normal. This is normal. Again, but women, no matter how insanely, their background is or their history, they hear the S word because the slut word is the kiss of death for women. Socially, it kills them. Girls don't want to be friends with sluts. Men don't want to commit to sluts. So they avoid it at all costs. It really is the kiss. And girls will call each other. That's the first thing that'll come out. Ugly, old, and slut. Those are the 3 big insults to women from women. So just know that. But what this guy describes, and I want to convey to you the importance of, this is pretty much an average girl. Girls are going to be, like when you meet her, she says she's single. She's sleeping with someone and she's somewhat attractive. She's sleeping with someone's, probably 2 guys. They just will never know about each other. Women are better than men about hiding people. So the fact that she went on vacation and banged 4 guys, this is pretty normal behavior. But again, if you called her a whore, she will go psychotic. Again, these are things that, when you're in gaming, he may have had the right. He may have been in a position where it came out. But again, calling a girl out on this stuff never serves them or you or anybody. It just really muddies the water. But it is a kill shot for sure. It's very hard for them or for you to recover from once it's out of the bag. Again, sluts have the same rules. They're looking for high value men just they will pull the trigger more quickly. And you got to remember, they know men. They know men as well or better than we know women. So it's almost like when you get these guys that sleep around a lot and they meet up with girls that have a little bit looser morals, they tend to click because they both know where everything lies. They know the deal. It doesn't mean it's a good idea for like a long-term relationship, but they tend to know each other in a room more quickly. They can identify each other, and you will. Fort Worth, I understand you have to put in the work and not take shortcuts, but based on your experience, which girls are easy? Recently divorced, recently broken? Okay. What he's asking is, what do you want to stack the deck in your favor? Again, think about game and closing women, getting them in bed is largely logistics and timing. If you meet a girl and she just got engaged 2 weeks ago and you ask her out, she's going to say no. It's bad timing. Now, if she broke up with her boyfriend 2 weeks ago and she's like getting her feet back under, she's about to get back up, because girls don't go long without a boyfriend. You can just forget it. They're without a boyfriend, a fiance, or a husband, they're like lost. So 2 weeks ago, she's going to be more open to your suggestion. Yes, it does not hurt if a girl says, hey, I just went through a divorce. She's more open to dating than a girl who has a boyfriend, who has already been seeing a couple of guys for a while. She's kind of like got her plate full. But there are certain times, like right after a breakup, they're going to go through a string. This is not a best. Remember, they may not be looking for a replacement for their boyfriend or their husband. So your relationship stuff, again, same rules. Let her take care of that stuff. They just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. And especially a girl that's gone through a breakup or through a divorce just wants to have fun. And you're the fun guy. So you can fulfill that. Again, it's timing. You want to get girls that, for whatever reason, they're open to suggestion. And that is actually one of the best times to do so, is in that period when they've just gone through a breakup or a divorce, that they're open to suggestion, and you have a better chance of getting out and having fun. Again, girls just want to take that edge off and know that they're still attractive. And again, this post-divorce thing, this thing can last like anywhere between weeks to months to a year, sometimes 2 years, where they're just like, yeah, I'm not ready really for anything. And let's just hang out. And hanging out means, hooking up and having sex. So that's the real deal with it. There are times when women who, for what, are more open to suggestion and just want to have fun, as opposed to, when they've already got a guy that they're IDing and they're pursuing or chasing, or they're already in a committed relationship. So just know that. That's a good question though, and I appreciate it. Guys, I'm gonna have to start wrapping it up. I hope you've gotten some value out of this morning. If you like it, share it, subscribe, share with your friends. And if you have any questions, I'll be